Look at these amazing structures. Can you tell me what are they called? Yes, they are called pyramids. These conical structures were built in ancient times to preserve the dead bodies of kings or pharaohs. Now, pyramids are representation of Egyptian architecture and culture. This is to say that pyramids belong to the Egyptian civilization. Now, Egyptian civilization flourished and developed on the fertile plains of River Nile. Now, just like Egyptian civilization that flourished on the fertile plains of River Nile, other ancient civilizations of the world have also flourished on the fertile plains of some river. That is, most of the ancient civilization have developed on river valleys. For instance, Mesopotamian civilization have developed along the banks of river Tigris. Again, Indus Valley civilization, as the name suggests, have developed along the banks of river Indus. Now, an ancient Chinese civilization, that is Huanghe civilization, have developed and flourished along the banks of river Yellow. Thus, here we find that plains are the cradle of ancient civilization. Now, before discussing about the importance of plains, let us first understand the meaning of plains. Well, by plain, we usually mean an extensive area of flat land with lower elevation. The average elevation of most of the plains is less than 150 meters above the mean sea level. So, plains are comparatively very low compared to the other two landforms, that is mountains and plateaus. Now, this is the pictorial representation of different landforms found on the Earth's surface. They are mountains, plateaus and plains. Well, can you point out the differences between them? Well, mountains, as we know, are usually very tall and they have a peak or a summit with steep slopes. Now, plains is a highland, that is, it has substantial elevation, but unlike mountain, it has a flat top, and therefore a plateau is also referred to as a tableland. Now, plains are relatively very lower compared to plateaus or mountains. A plain is an extensive area of flat land, and the average elevation of plain, as I mentioned earlier, is less than 150 meter. So, a plain is usually a flat land with very low elevation. Now, plains are of various types. For instance, they can be covered with shrubs, as in case of a grassland. They can also be completely dry and barren, as in case of deserts. Again, plains can also be completely covered with tall, dense trees, as in the case of a forest. So, plains can be of various types. Now, before proceeding with our lesson, let us see if we can answer this. A vast, dry, barren plain is known as desert, grassland, forest or island. Well, the correct answer is desert. Well, desert, as we know, is a vast, dry, barren plain. But grassland is covered with shrubs and forests are densely covered with trees. An island can be a plain or a mountain or a plateau. So, the correct option is desert. Well, I hope most of you love to collect shells when you find them along the beaches. Now, do you know what are shells and where do they come from? Well, shells are the hard outer covering of soft animals like snails, oysters, etc. And these animals usually live in deep oceans, and the shells are washed up to the shore by the waves. So, the shells are deposited naturally by the waves when they crash on the shore. Well, apart from shells, flowing water like rivers also carry other sediments along with them like silt, mud, clay, etc. Well, when a river flows over any landform, say a mountain, it erodes the landform and deposits the sediments elsewhere. Similarly, when wind flows over vast stretches of land, it deposits the sediments somewhere else. So this is how plains are formed. That is, plains are formed due to deposition of sediments by natural forces like rivers, wind, etc. Well, now that we have understood the meaning of plains and how they are formed, let us now discuss various importance of plains. Well, plains, as we know, are very fertile and therefore they are very good for growing crops. Thus, agriculture, which is the primary mode of occupation, can be practiced on plains. Now, since plains have a flat terrain, therefore modern farming techniques like irrigation and use of tractors can be easily carried on plains. Therefore, plains facilitates agriculture and use of modern farming techniques. Now here we have two maps. The first map shows the plains of the world and the second map shows the railways of the world. Here we find that the railways are mostly situated in the plain regions. See, here the railways are mostly developed and it's a plain region. Again, here the railways are very developed and it is also a plain region. So here we find that most of the railways of the world are located in the plains. This is because plains are very soft and they have a flat terrain. Therefore, roads and railways can be easily constructed on them. Thus, plains help in the development of land transport. Now, since plains are very useful in all the aspects, that is, they are very fertile, because of which cultivation can be practiced. Again, roads and railways are quite developed in plains and also they have wide availability of water. Therefore, plains are the most populated regions of the world. This is to say that the densely populated regions of the world are mostly located in the plains. See, here we have a world map that shows the population density across the globe. Now in this map, this indicator shows that the darker shades have high population density. So the darker shades are this region, this region. Now if we look at this map, we will find that this is a plain region. Again, this region is highly populated and this is also a plain region. So by comparing these two maps, we can very well understand that plains are ideal for growth of human civilization and therefore plains are densely populated. So in today's video, we first understood the meaning of plains. Plains refer to an extensive area of flat land. And then we discussed how plains are formed due to the deposition of sediments brought by rivers, wind, etc. And then we discussed about various importance of plains. Since plains are very useful, therefore they are the most populated regions of the world. So that's all about today's lesson on plains. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers or to get access to our 5,000 amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million-plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubt resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, but it's rewarding too. So register for free now.